Hi everyone, my name is Mark Siebert and I'm the executive pastor at Westerville Christian Church. I bring you greetings from the staff and leadership and want you to know we have continued our work and pray for the church often. Thanks for joining me today for the Days Before Easter devotional, where we will be looking at Mark chapter 12. Today we find ourselves where Jesus makes a very public royal entry into Jerusalem for Passover, and he's hailed as the Messiah. He enters the temple courtyard asserting his royal authority by running out thieves and stopping the sacrificial system. He also confronts the leaders of Israel and condemns their hypocrisy. And they set in motion a plan to have Jesus crucified. In the midst of this storyline, Jesus is being questioned by the leaders over several topics: paying the imperial tax to Caesar, marriage at the resurrection, but perhaps the most well-known Q&A among the chapter 12 topics is that of the greatest commandment. And here's the story. One of the teachers of the law came and asked Jesus, of all the commandments, which is the most important? The most important, Jesus answered, is this: Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There is no greater commandment than these. Love God and love people. Loving God simply means that we adore him and place our relationship with him above everything and anybody. This, of course, drives our every action. Loving people seems to be a bit more complicated, but first we must realize we have no chance of loving people if we don't love God first and understand how he loves people. It's all about perspective. How we see others should be compared with how we see ourselves. So let me put it this way. If we think less of someone because of their place in life, their attitude, their hygiene, or even their sin, we likely haven't looked deep enough at ourselves. You see, I cannot point at another person without pointing at myself. My wrongs are abundant. My faults countless. I've not loved God well, and I've not loved people well either. At the place where we connect with people, we must be welcoming and caring and generous. Accept others, and it doesn't matter who they are. If we view others as misfits or oddballs, strangers, messy, then we've lost perspective. Accept them all as if they are Jesus. I love the way author Heather Trapp uses the word receive to explain how to love others. First, receive people where they are and how they are. No fixing, no shoulding. You should do this. If they're sad, be present. Practice compassion. If they're happy, share their joy, even if we're grumpy. The second receive is receive their words. Just listening to them or listening to someone tells them that they matter. How powerful a concept that is. If they're chatty and you can't get a word in, be kind and patient. Maybe they haven't felt heard in a really long time. If they're silent, just be with them. Maybe they don't know what to say and need time to think it through. And finally, receive their presence. Just being with people teaches us more than we know. We were made for relationships, and even awkward ones. Jesus receives us, even if we aren't sure what we believe anymore. Just be there and receive what comes our way by receiving people where they are, receiving their words, and receiving their presence. You may be received the same gracious, hospitable way, and you'll feel the difference.